Hello and welcome back to the National State Football Media Interviews. Today I'm here with our first quarterback of the series. I'm with Bennett Portaro out of North Carolina. How are you doing today, Bennett?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing good today, sir. It's honestly, it's always great to have a quarterback on because, quarterbacks are argued to be one of the most valuable positions in football. And, it's always nice to see that quarterbacks have interest in, upcoming new events. So let's just start this off. Let's start off the interview. How did you start playing football, and around what time frame did you start?
I've been playing football my whole life. It really started for me with flag football when I was like, third grade, something like that.
Hmm.
And it progressed into, I think my first year of tackle football was fourth or fifth grade. And, it was Jeffa. And uh, it wasn't my greatest year, to say the least.
Hmm.
But, from there, it's just progressed and gotten, better since then.
Yeah, I mean that's actually really cool that since you were in third grade. I don't really have something to relate for that because I only started a couple years ago. So
Yeah.
um, yeah, that's actually really cool. And obviously, progression is always a good part of the game. To kind of see how you evolve throughout the time of when you started to now. And as I've seen, you put it on your Twitter. You went to FBU. That's really cool.
I did, yeah.
Oh yeah, how was the experience? How'd you like it at FBU?
It was fun. I mean, obviously the facilities in Naples were just amazing. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah.
Good time. Got some really good coaching there, some good advice. It was just really fun.
Yeah, that's nice. Cause FBU's told to be one of the best camps in the country, and everyone it's almost like royalty to be going there sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, kind of leading to my next question. Do you have like a player that made you start playing football, or just a favorite player in general?
I would say my favorite player, like just someone I look up to, is Tom Brady.
Mm.
You know, he's the GOAT, obviously.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
Um, Being a Patriots fan, that actually warms my heart a little bit. I definitely like the Tom Brady appreciation because people still try to argue with me that he's not a good football player, and it's almost like it's ironic because like he'll beat their favorite team, and it's kind of funny. So
Yeah.
yeah. By any chance, is your favorite team maybe the team that Brady plays on, or do you just have a favorite team in general?
No, I mean, I live in North Carolina, so my team's the Panthers.
Mm.
I just love the way Brady plays, studies film, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, we could touch on a little bit more on the Panthers. I mean, the Panthers are a really good football team this year, and I think they have a really good future. So it's always good to be a Panthers fan. Do you have a favorite player on the team?
I mean, I guess, it has to be McCaffrey,
Mm.
obviously. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. It's really been hard for him to stay on the field lately, so that's kind of tough. But y'all just drafted what's his name, Matt Corral. I'm pretty sure, so he's gonna be pretty good. Traded for Baker Mayfield. Quarterback room looks pretty nice this year for Carolina.
Yep.
Do you have a Speaking on favorite teams? Maybe do you have a favorite college, like a dream college you would like to attend?
My cousin, he went to Chapel Hill,
Hmm.
UNC, and ever since then, that's been just my dream college that I wanted to. So
Yeah.
I would say, it's just a great college overall. Who wouldn't want to go there?
Yeah, I mean, always one of those Division 1 colleges, even any college in general. Even if they just show you interest a little bit, it's always good to have also to have a person that went there. It's always nice because then you have an inside look on what it really looks like in that college.
For sure.
Um, if you were to say go to UNC, which is obviously your dream, how would you lead that team, and what was your definition of leadership?
I mean, my definition of leadership is just being, someone that my teammates can look to on the field, especially as a quarterback. I got to know all those plays. If they don't know where they're at, I put them there, whatever.
Mm.
You know, I got to be a leader on and off the field too.
Of course. That's actually a really good point. I don't think I've heard someone say that lately in this series. Is that you really have to like understand who you are on the field, but then again, it's not like once you leave that football field that you just instantly like lose your personality. You got to keep that motto and you got to keep that personality throughout your career on both sides of life, and that's a really good point that you just made, and that's just a really good thing that you just said there.
For sure.
Yeah, kind of leading to my next question. Once you do eventually make it big, hopefully go to the NFL, how are you gonna give back and help your community?
Our family, we actually do this thing called Alongside Families,
Mm,
and it's where we basically take some, kids and we foster care them kind of.
mm.
And so, through that experience, it's just opened my vision on what the world's, truly like. So,
Yeah,
I'd like to give back to those families in need, stuff like
yeah.
that.
That's the first time I've heard anything non-football related, and that's really cool actually. That you're housing foster kids and how you're like kind of giving to them already, and I can only imagine once you're starting to mature and understand the qualities of life, which you already do, but once you get everyone matures, everyone gets a better understanding of things. You're definitely going to be able to do a lot more once you have your own. You know what I'm saying? Like once you have, maybe you could start
Yeah.
your own company or
Hmm.
organization, something like that. But
Totally.
yeah, that's pretty much the end of the interview. It's a bit faster. Maybe you just have one more quote, one more thing to say to the public before maybe to the coaches.
Yeah, I mean, you know, all I gotta say is I'm gonna be working hard this season, and y'all are gonna see something crazy.
Mm. You love to see that. You love to see the confidence. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This has been the National State Media football interviews. This is Joseph Russo. That's Bennett Portaro. Is it Portaro or Portaro? I'm just
Portaro, yeah.
Portaro. Yeah. This is Joseph Russo. That's Bennett Portaro. And it's been nice meeting you, man.
You too,
And
bro.